Hello, guitarists, and happy holidays. Today I'd like to talk about not the reason for the season, but the reasons we practice in the process of finding your why. Why practice? It's hard. It can be frustrating to grapple with your limitations. Very often there's no immediate gratification. And let's face it, it's easier to just go to the kitchen for another Christmas cookie or, for that matter, cup of eggnog. It can be hard to stay motivated. Maybe you already get a lot of validation for something that's easy for you and you feel like there's no point in going further. And I'm sure this has happened to all of us. There's something that you're interested in, a technique, a style. Maybe you just have a vague should, like I should work on this. But for one reason or another, it just falls by the wayside. That's when you need to turn your should into a why. In 2020, my entire industry collapsed worldwide and all my gigs vanished overnight. But I realized that I had an opportunity to work on some skills that I didn't use in my regular gigs, like improvisation. So I turned to jazz. I'd always envied jazzers' seemingly effortless ability to cruise through changes that utterly mystified me. That was my why, and I wielded it like a weapon against the complacency that always threatens to overtake a professional musician. It helped me persevere every time I hit a wall, which was often. And now, after about a year and a half, I've got a repertoire of about 20 standards that I can improvise over without embarrassing myself. If you can't find your why, don't worry. It'll find you. Start where you are. Action has real power in it, and no effort is ever wasted. You might find it has applications that you never suspected. For example, having studied jazz, I can now put together a chord melody. I do this often with One Vision of Queen starring Mark Martel. I have a feature in the set, and the other guys take a break, and I take a solo. And I like to start with a universally recognized, beloved tune to get the crowd into it, get them on my side, and get them going. I'm no Joe Pass, but I can get the idea of the tune across, and when I connect with an audience in this way, it feels absolutely fantastic. I can also play my standards repertoire for my mom when I come visit, like now. We just sit at the kitchen table, and she sings along with songs that she recognizes from her childhood. She even remembers the words better than I do. I also find I have far more options when I'm soloing in any genre. I'm never going to crush giant steps. I'm a rock player to the bone, but it's like I have a whole new gear. It doesn't matter how long you've been playing. Practice is always good. Music is infinite and there's always more to explore. I suggest taking private lessons. A good teacher will be able to see your problem areas, give you clear, focused guidance on what and how to work on them, and will offer encouragement. And best of all, you have inherent motivation. Since you paid for these lessons, you're going to be willing to do the work. If you're interested in working with me one-on-one, then hit the link in the description to sign up for lessons or DM me directly. That's all for now. Have a great holiday, and I'll see you next year.